to my channel. So today for you guys I have yet another Dollar Tree fall decor DIY video for you guys. Last week I said if we could get that video to 5,000 thumbs up I would do another one of these. So that's what I'm doing for you guys today, and I absolutely love this wall art piece. Now I want to say this, I want to start incorporating items that aren't from Dollar Tree into my DIYs, my Dollar Tree DIYs, just to start making things a little bit different. I've seen your guys' comments and you guys say that you want me to start using items that aren't just from Dollar Tree. I want to do that more so when I come back, because I'm going to Colorado for the next week and a half. So when I come back, that's when I really want to start doing. And when I do incorporate items that aren't from Dollar Tree, don't worry, I'm going to try to keep that price point very close to Dollar Tree. I'm not gonna go and purchase something that's 20 bucks and be like, okay, we'll do this DIY. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If we could get this video to 5,000 thumbs up, I'll do yet another fall decor DIY video for you guys, but I'll try to incorporate some color into it, a little bit more orange or deeper wood tones. So for those of you who don't just want neutral fall decor. So if we can get that at 5,000 thumbs up, I'll do that for you guys soon. I can't promise next week though, just because like I said, I'm going to be in Colorado. I'll try my best to get it out as soon as I can for you guys. Also make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not, and click the bell button so you're notified every single time that I upload. With that being said, let's begin the tutorial.
Let's begin with this mirror window pane. From Dollar Tree, you want to pick up some of their framed mirrors. If you don't want them to be the color that they come as, you can go ahead, take the contents out, paint them, and then put the contents back in. I painted mine gray. You're also going to want to pick up some of their circle framed mirrors. And again, if you want the frame to be painted, you got to take the mirror out. This time the mirror is slightly glued to the frame, so you just slightly push on the mirror and then it'll come out. Paint the frame, but this time around do not place the mirror back onto the frame, because you're going to end up doing something kind of weird. And what is that, you ask? What you're going to do after you paint it, if you did, is you're going to cut the frame in half. And then you're going to make a piece that's a little bit smaller. And this is going to be the top framing that you need for the top of the window pane. To cut it in half, I suggest taking a razor, working it slightly through the edge of the frame, and then taking a scissor and then cutting through that. You might end up chipping some of the plastic off. There's a good chance that that happens. And to that I say, oh well, try to use the best pieces or try to fix it up a little bit. If it's a little chip, it's not noticeable. If there's a big old chip missing, of course it's going to be more noticeable. So just kind of be gentle with it. I know it's kind of a little bit different way to do it, but I am using just Dollar Tree products, so it makes things a little bit harder and you really have to use your imagination. Now you're going to need a piece of foam board, and what you are going to do before you glue anything on is you're going to pretend like you're gluing this all together, and you just got to figure out the placement of where you want the mirrors. And this is important before you glue anything on. Once you figure out the placement, you want to cut the foam board down so that it fits nice behind the 4 bigger mirrors, and some of the circle mirrors can fit on the top of it. So I do cut mine a little bit smaller than it has to be, just to make sure I don't overcut and there's foam board popping out from under the mirrors. Once the foam board is cut, I then start to glue the mirrors on, but before I glue them on, again, I place them how I think I want them to be, and then I glue them. I don't just glue them directly to the foam board, because if you do that, there's a good chance you're going to end up messing everything up. So you want to figure out the placement before you glue anything. I start with the circle mirrors first, because those are the ones that I really wanted to be even, and I wanted to make sure that those half pieces that I cut fit perfectly. So, you know, I keep taking half pieces, pretending that they're like glued on, and just kind of figuring it all out. So once I get the 3 mirrors glued on, I then start to glue on the 4 bottom mirrors and then the frame that go around the circle mirrors. I don't know if that makes sense, but you can see what I'm doing. I'm using hot glue gun only because I'm filming a video. I wanted to get this done more quickly, but I don't recommend using a hot glue gun. Use heavy duty glue, that way this thing really just stays together. It does with a hot glue gun, except the frames on the top, it would be much better if I would have used a heavy duty glue, because the frames move a little bit because I did use a hot glue gun. Okay, Bethany, stay on track. So after I've done all that, I decided to add some greenery to the top. Now the greenery that I'm using is actually from Joann Fabrics. I got it on sale for $1 a piece for the bundle. So there's about 3 of those little stems on each bundle. You can find them also at Hobby Lobby and at not Joann Fabrics, Michael's. So I'm just gluing those to the top of the picture frame, and then I take these white pumpkins, there's 3 in a pack from Dollar Tree, and I glue them on top of the picture frame as well. And then that's all I did for this mirrored window pane. It's easy, you just got to make sure you take your time with it. And I think it looks really, really pretty. Next up, these lit up mason jars. From Walmart, I picked up this crate. It was $3.97. I decided to use a Walmart crate this time around because last week I made a crate and it cost me a little bit more to make than it is to buy. So I wanted to share that with you guys and show you don't always have to get Dollar Tree stuff. So I'm also using some mason jars and fairy lights from Dollar Tree. All I do is put the fairy lights inside of the mason jars, and then I add some greenery to it. I'm using these cotton stems from Dollar Tree. And then I decided I wanted to write something on the front. So Dollar Tree carries these sticker stencils and they work super well. So on the front, I'm going to be putting Harvest, and I just lay out the stencils. I always start with the first letter and the last letter so I get the spacing right, and then I put the rest of the letters in between that. And then to paint it, I'm just using my Jot paint pen, also from Dollar Tree. Now the reason I decided to share this DIY with you guys is because I do know sometimes some of you guys don't necessarily like to do the DIYs. They're kind of a little complicated for you and you just prefer to watch the videos, but this is something that is so easy to do. Most of it is just buying it and then putting it together. So I really just wanted to throw something together, like I said, that was easy for you guys to do, easy to follow, and it's really just buying the pieces and putting it together. You don't even have to do the harvest sign. So that is it for the light up mason jars. And now moving on to this rope placemat and pumpkin napkin ring. From Dollar Tree, pick up one of their circle placemats. This will be the base for your rope placemat. The rope I'm using is their Nautical Rope. Now what you're going to do is you are going to start gluing the rope to the placemat in a circle motion. So you start off small and then it's going to get bigger and bigger as you go around. To glue this all down, I'm using a hot glue gun, which works great for this. When you're working with the hot glue gun though, you don't want to put a bunch of glue at once and then put the rope around, just because it's going to dry out by the time you get the rope down. So just work in rows and rows, or should I say layer and layer. Don't just put like 3 layers of glue and then expect it not to dry on you by the time you get to that 3rd layer. As you put the rope, make sure you're pushing it into each other, each layer, so there's not a bunch of gaps between the rope. On top of this rope placemat, I'm placing this bronze color charger, this green plate, and then this white plate, all from Dollar Tree. I think it looks really nice in this color combination. Dollar Tree does carry other placemats that are more rectangular that you can stick under this. I have this one that's covered in leaves. I put that under everything, and I think it looks really nice as well. Now I wanted a napkin ring holder for all of this, and so I'm taking these silver napkin rings from Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to end up gluing a pumpkin to it as well as some greenery. The greenery are leaves from some flower stem that's also from Dollar Tree. I just like the green on it. It's not too green and there's a little bit of brown, so it makes it a little more neutral looking. So all I do is I glue the leaves onto the napkin ring, and then I glue the pumpkin to the center of that. Super easy, and there's a bunch of different things you can do for this. And then the napkin I'm using is actually a placemat that I cut in half from Dollar Tree, and then I just slid it through that napkin ring. So that is it for all of these fall decor DIYs. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I tried to do something a little bit different with the kitchen part because normally I don't really do anything that would involve dinnerware or kitchenware. Again, if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.